and boost, baby.
Our eyes open.
Because we're hiding those gems.
That was our very first game together as Cowboys CanFan. That was the first game that we all went to together in unison. And we watched them lose.
This was the Raiders.
That was the Raiders. Thanksgiving 2021.
Great game, though.
Amazing game. Overtime.
Really good game.
Really good game. Before we get into anything, guys, crack them if you got them, son.
It's a little weird when you don't have the mic in front of you, the headphones.
I know.
You're like whispering right now.
I can't hear.
Crack 'em if you got them.
Are we being too loud? Or?
Crack 'em if you got 'em, son. Here we go. Hey,
We're in Oxnard.
we're in frickin' Oxnard, Calo.
Nord?
Well, here we go, Alex.
Nord
Here we go.
Nord VPN?
Yeah.
Oxnard VPN.
Which I do use, by the way. Oxnard.
Man,
Cali.
travel day today for us. We were up pretty early. We traveled down to Oxnard, California, the home of the Dallas Cowboys Training Camp. BW1 picked us up at the airport. He was our own personal Uber driver. And here we are. We weren't sure if we were going to go live tonight, but hell, guys, why the hell not?
Yeah. Look.
Music, and we're just trying to work on some technical difficulties. So bear with us, Chad, as we're going through it.
And let's me and you just do a little handhold signal over here.
Like what?
For, can we see that? So we're gonna do this.
Oh, you guys are back together.
Well, because I need to know when I can switch.
Oh, I'm on us. You can
Okay.
do whatever you want on your screen. Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull up.
I thought you just missed them and you wanted to get a handhold in.
Well, I did too. It's
wanted
been a
to-
while.
It's been a while.
Look, me and Ant did
3 eps.
3 episodes
Without-
holding on the fort.
Hey,
it
I've
three
been
or
on.
was it
You did 3. Because you guys did a varsity Friday night spoosh, you did a Sunday serve, and you did a Wednesday night main event.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Not good.
Well, I just brushed my teeth.
Oh.
So brushing your teeth and then going blackberry. You know what? Backstory before we get into Cowboys training camp stuff. It was a travel day for us. You know when you just feel like you just need to brush your teeth? I felt like I was just at that point of the day.
I am too, but I'm figuring if I brush them now, I'm gonna be brushing them again in like
Fair enough.
4 or 5 hours. So, well, hopefully.
Guys,
If I get too drunk, I won't.
guys, tomorrow,
Yeah.
CanFan on location. We've talked about it. We weren't
In Oxnard.
in Oxnard. It was kind of like, what is it, the 24th hour, 21st hour, 25th hour? What's that saying?
Yeah.
20. I think it definitely
23rd hour. No.
23rd hour?
Well, we kind of decided to come down to Oxnard kind of last minute.
Yes.
We weren't really sure until mid-July
Yeah.
when we pulled the trigger. How do you guys feel about the decision to travel down to Cali, to SoCal, and take in training camp this week?
Personally, I already considered it like a reality, so I've been planning mentally for quite a few months. I just was waiting to, get the confirmation. Adam, beautiful thing, Adam was already down here.
I was
Maybe
on
I
here.
was the only one that did.
I didn't. Well, here's the thing. Because if you weren't going to go, I was like, well, I don't know if we're even going to go to camp. So
Right.
at that point, we were thinking of doing like a family vacation elsewhere. So AJ was like, I'll go. And I kept on not being like committing to going yet because I wasn't sure if we were going to go to Hawaii or Mexico or someplace or Phoenix or something like that. Like just the kids and I and Linz. And then
I was happy to be. I was gonna be in the
was
closet.
yeah,
Hey,
AJ actually
rent a closet space for me.
AJ actually said he was gonna maybe just come down by himself.
To training camp.
Well, that was a bluff,
He bluffed us.
I bluffed you.
And it worked.
and it worked.
I started getting FOMO, a little bit of FOMO.
Oh, I knew it. Like Adam was here and he was gung ho, but of course, obviously, I wanted Ant here as well, so I threw out the bluff myself just to plant the seed. So that I knew Ant would not be like when he's going to sleep. This is what he's going to be thinking of, and then he's going to wake up with like a decision in his mind. And
Gio's in Oxnard.
Oh yeah, you know what? This is actually because there was that one time that one show that we all had a mustache, but it wasn't. I think you had a little bit more of a beard when I did a mustache a couple of weeks ago. This is probably our first time where it's we're Voltrons.
yeah,
We're all mustaches.
we're all mustaches.
Just like in this photo where all 3 of our eyes are closed.
Yes. Well, okay, so yeah, we're here for Cowboys Training Camp, and we couldn't have picked a better week, I think, in terms
weather.
of weather number one, but also the amount of practice sessions we're getting in. We get Monday Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, Thursday scrimmage against the Rams, and then Friday practice session, and then we fly home on that night. Hopefully half cut.
Yeah, well, that's what our week looks like.
That's what our week.
But we're also gonna film on.
We're gonna film on
Wednesday. So
Hey,
we got a jam-packed week. We got a lot of content.
No days off.
And I mean, there's been the big story. We've touched on it a couple times with attendance at camp. I did watch some videos from yesterday. Attendance on a Saturday is going to be better than a midweek practice, like a Tuesday or Wednesday. But I fully believe that Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday are going to be jam-packed. So the Monday and Tuesday practices are at 11 a.m.
Yeah.
And then the Rams scrimmage is at 2 p.m. So I feel like they do it a little bit later so that maybe more people can attend.
Yeah, and I mean, if anyone's going to take any time off, that is the day that, like, I think Thursday for sure is going to be pretty packed. I'm interested to see what Monday and Tuesday will look like. But who cares? We're going to be there.
Yeah, we're going to be there. I hope it's just us three.
Yeah. Hey.
It was over the last day or so where they kind of now pound the crowd and you see a lot of people in there, like a decent amount. So if no one's talking about empty crowds anymore, it means that there's actually crowds there.
Exactly.
It was just for me, it is shocking because I just think there's so many Cowboys fans. I couldn't imagine that, like, not enough would show up to fill stands, right?
For free
For free, yeah. But
like, you don't have to pay. You get parking.
Yeah, the free stands are empty, but the paid is not quite the amount of people in. So maybe the people who showed up still paid that whatever it is, $25 or something like that to get that side view. Fuck you.
Sorry, I'm just trying to monitor stuff here. So sometimes if I'm not talking, I'm just expecting that you guys are going to have a conversation going on, and I'm just trying to see if I can correct some of the.
No one wants to hear your explanation.
I don't want to hear it.
What do we got going on? What are we talking about today?
Yeah, okay. I think it's just like expectations because, like I said, we just mentioned, there's 4 kind of practice training camp activities going on this week. So, like, what's the expectations? First 2, I would say, is what I'm looking at personally is I'm going to be looking at Neeland, defensive end.
Yeah, has a big role to fill now with the Sam Williams.
Big role. And Mozzie Smith. I want to be looking at both those guys. Look, I'm not a guy who knows what to look for, but I'm just going to be watching them.
Yeah, but you can tell.
That's what I mean.
You don't need to know shit about fuck to look at a group of people and know who's
impressive,
doing the best out on the field. So you're looking right now. Yeah, you can tell when another big man attacks another big man. You can tell who's winning that, and that's basically offensive versus defensive line.
Yep.
In one-on-ones, if you're watching Mozzie Smith, if you're watching Marshawn Neeland, you're going to be able to tell if they're winning those individual battles, 100%.
And the other really awesome thing about the Cowboys is, I guess reverse-wise too, is Guyton and Cooper Beebe. They have to face, and everyone else on that line too, Steele included. I want to see how he's improved or if he's going to be back to his 2022 form. But they are going up against a pretty good combo in Lawrence and Parsons. Maybe even one of the best, you could say, right now.
And lots of talk coming out of camp about the new defensive scheme giving the offense trouble. So AJ basically said I'm going to sum it up and say offensive, defensive line play.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. Not knowing what I'm looking for, but we're going to figure it out.
We're going to figure it out. You got 4 days to figure out if you by Friday. If you don't know, then we're going to have problems.
Yeah.
If you haven't told, if you can't tell by Friday what was good or bad, we're going to then maybe have issues with you, and Ad and I might have to 66.666% you out of the group.
That's okay.
But one thing I'm looking for, there's been lots.
I've been waiting all year for that.
You hear that 66.66, and that was your number playing sports growing
up.
Wow.
I know. Well,
it's a cruel
works against you sometimes. Okay.
I'm interested in seeing. There was lots of reports about Trey Lance throwing interceptions, not looking the most crisp. I want to see if by this week, starting to figure it out, if he can actually start. Showing that he can play quarterback, if he can actually push Cooper Rush for that QB2, because right now all reports are pointing to that Trey Lance 4th round pick that we traded being a complete shit show of
Bus
a mess.
right now,
So,
yeah.
Ad, what are you looking forward to?
Well, I definitely want to see this Tyler Guyton in person. And like you said, when you're looking at the offensive line, you're hoping you're going to be able to pick something up and see, you know, with your eyeball tests if something's going to happen. I feel the receiver room, because there's so many of them, I kind of want to get a look at, you know, Tolbert. I mean, we saw him last year. Actually, when we went to camp, he wasn't balling out the way that everyone was saying, at least the week that we were. I didn't notice anything special from Tolbert, but I think the wide receiver room, I'd be interested to see what's going on there, because a lot of the videos that are coming out from camp are talking about how Tolbert has clearly locked in the wide receiver 3 spot, and then, you know, who it's such a crowded room right now. Who are the other? Who's going to be our WR4 or 5 possibly, right? So I'm interested as in person again.
What about is CeeDee
Whataburger
Lamb
again?
going to score or sign?
Well, you've been calling August 6th, so we're 2 days away.
I called August 6th. CeeDee Lamb will sign.
What are you going to do if it does happen, or when it happens?
Call August 8th.
No, I'm saying if it does happen, like, are you?
I don't know.
Like,
I'll tell everyone that I'm the prophet, and that if you want to hear more predictions, because I'm batting 100%, you have to buy my ebook.
Yeah, which is yet to come out.
Hasn't came out.
called and batting 100.
It's called If You Want to Bat 100,
Bat 100.
pay me $9.99. That's the name.
That's the name of the book.
And then that title of the book is so dumb that it would work.
It would work.
People would be like, "Oh, he's batting 100." All I have to do is
It
pay
could just be a
$9.99.
notebook, and people.
If CD does sign on August 6th, when do you think he's going to be at camp?
8th.
August 8th?
Yeah. Which
The scrimmage?
that's the scrimmage, so you probably wouldn't take. But
But
There's
he'd
a
be
chance
there.
that-
He'd be in
there.
attendance.
There's a chance that we don't see him at camp.
there's a chance. There definitely is. But imagine the hype that the first time CeeDee Lamb's running out is when it's the scrimmage. Like, not going to play, but he'll still be there in pads.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah,
still be
yeah.
going through warm up and stuff. How hype would that be if he comes out on that day? Another thing, I
would be.
I was going to double down into a question, but I'll kind of play this by Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, because it was more of a scrimmage question. Do you have any articles that you were thinking of popping up, or anything that kicked out on the sheet to you?
Honestly, no, but I can find stuff.
Well, then I'll talk about Thursday. While you're looking, I'll talk about.
No, sorry.
Thursday.
Eastside Herald says, let me guess, it's only one bedroom there for you guys.
Yeah, duh.
Fuck you, Eastside Herald.
Duh.
That was funny.
And then Ultra Nick, which is Ultra Cowboy, says, enjoyed Dak's last training camp.
Could happen.
And AJ started in Miami, Reno 9/11.
That'd be funny.
Reno 9/11.
I think that'd be a
The
good.
show?
I think that'd be a good crossover.
Yeah.
Is that Boots theme? Not our Boots, but
No. Ultra Cowboys. He
Think
changed
about
the name to
Boots.
Ultra Nick.
First name must be Nick. Maybe
what? Ultra Cowboy changed his name to Ultra.
Well,
Nick?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's Ultra Cowboy. Because he's now going at...
He changed. That's huge news.
oh, Nate Dogg's in the house saying, hey, yo.
Hang
Hey
on.
dog,
Hang on.
crack 'em if you got. Oh, I thought you were gonna.
I
Are
am.
you okay?
Yeah, crack him if you got him, son.
AJ's been drinking for 24 hours.
He has been. I think he's just today. He's been drunk, sober, drunk, sober. And I think we're on the third.
I'm on the third drunk now.
We're on the final infinity stone
Oh,
of
yeah.
your tipsiness. But what I was. Gonna
Oh, he goes, sorry, New York Knicks season, I changed it for a real team.
Oh, okay, there it is.
And then Kid Cowboy 66 says, howdy. Because I don't believe number 4 ever makes it back to playoffs in his career.
Playoffs.
And then Cowboys Cave says, what's up?
What up, fellas?
Oh!
So we
Mike
got a lot-
Tag in the hizzy.
Tag has to come out next year.
Don't forget to like this video, fellas. Anyone in here, it helps us push us out. We're down here. We're going to be doing a bunch of content this week. We do have VIP passes with the city of Oxnard. They were gracious enough to reach out to us and ask if we wanted to get some behind-the-scenes looks. So we're going to be filming a bunch of content, see what all the hoopla is with the attendance, see if CeeDee Lamb ends up signing, seeing if Trey Lance. Look at this fucking guy.
I just blew my smoke right into Adam's face, and I was like, okay, that's funny.
The good thing about AJ, no matter what, he won't be hungover the next day. I've yet to see. To be fair, I don't think any of us have really been like too hungover to do anything on
Now
any of
we're in game mode.
Not on
It's a
any
gift
of
and
our
a-
trips.
It's a gift and a curse.
A gift and a curse. I mean, it's also accompanied by if you do feel I've woken up and just right away.
Oh yeah. That's the way. That's how you have to kind of.
There has been days after some live streams that I've
Live streams.
and
Okay,
I've
but trips though.
Yeah, trips. No, we've been.
Also, I'm just gonna hit the. You know, not this vape pen. This is my nicotine vape pen. Okay, but I do hit my other sweet.
If you need,
Applewood vape
if
pen.
you need nicotine or weed, let's get it tonight.
I have it. I'm all good. Don't tell border control, but I am all good.
You're all
you know what?
set up.
I think we all.
What's this here? Is this 2 hours ago? This is a good
Yeah.
one. Lance vs. Rush, inside QB's relationship and roster battle. I don't know how good.
I got some other ones.
Oh, okay, this is a good one.
Okay.
To me, this is what I'm looking forward to the most.
I have your screen up, so
Hang on.
we're all on here. So as you can see, Shadur Sanders is going to be the next Dallas Cowboys quarterback, 2025.
I'm gonna pause my ad blocker.
Behind baseball there.
Cowboys Trey Lance versus Cooper Rush. And Shadur's back on the field. This is our second setup. This is how we roll. We do it live, and we do it great.
Do it live. Fuck it.
And if you don't like it,
One more try.
are you just trying to get the ad blocker?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it. There we go.
All right,
Okay.
Cowboys, Trey Lance versus Cooper Rush, inside quarterbacks relationship and roster battle. So everything that I've read up to date is Trey Lance is squandering his chance.
This is what Trey Lance has. Is he's young, but for all Cowboys Nation out there who wants to see him do well, of course, I would love to see him exceed Cooper Rush. However, if that's not going to happen, the reality is there's no way that he's going to stay on as a Dallas Cowboys player past this season because his contract, his fifth-year contract, is just too much. So for sure, the fuck is this, guys?
I switched it, but I saw it coming.
Exciting, like.
It said it was like.
Why am I getting baby diaper? What does that say about me? That my
Because you're about to have a kid.
That's right. You know, I have been throwing my seed around, just throwing
Tossing the
Tossing
seed.
it. But sorry. Back to Lance. He's a young guy. Still has a lot of potential, obviously, but you just can't keep him around because his contract's too.
Really, but he still practiced all last year with the Cowboys. He had all year to show the week of training camp. That says a lot about what the Cowboys are thinking, their depth chart for quarterbacks. And at this point, I don't want to hear Trey Lance should take over for Dak. If you don't like Dak, at least say Cooper Rush.
Yep. And I'd rather, and that's actually not a bad argument, saying, hey, just bring in Cooper Rush, game manager of the year, technically, I would say. But I would rather see a fourth-round pick than, okay, then let's go out and just draft a fourth-round pick every year.
Instead of trading.
And if one of those guys have it, okay, awesome.
You know what happened the last time they did that? Dakota Prescott.
Dakota Rain.
Rain
Dakota rained.
Dakota rained on Zeke's face.
Yeah. And it was.
So what's this guy? Who's even talking in this video?
Adam Schultz.
Oh no, that's Mike Fisher.
Well, do we want
in
to
that
listen
video.
to it?
Yeah, I just want to see. Well, maybe we'll take a listen.
Yeah.
This is Baba's favorite guy.
Yeah, she's in the chat right now. We crashed
Looks
there
like
for
no
a
one's
second
at
to
his-
tell you guys.
So we got Mike Fisher on the board. I kind of want to hear what. We're gonna be there tomorrow. Buy those houses. We might even be able to sneak up in there.
Hang on.
We might be
Adam.
the new Mike Fisher.
I doubt it.
Okay.
We're too new school. Mike Fisher doesn't.
Oh, but
Mike
this is
Fisher,
him talking about free agent D signings.
Mike-
Nothing to do with.
Mike Fisher hasn't said fuck in the last 22 years.
Oh yeah, so we're not the new.
We're not the new Mike Fishers.
We're not the new Mike Fishers.
AJ, give us a quote here. This is a Trey Lance quote.
This is Trey Lance. I mean, honestly, I don't think I'll attack it preseason games any different than I have any other preseason. It's not like I'm going to try any harder. I'll go out, give my all every single day, and take it one day at a time. So,
I mean, that's not like I'm going to try any harder. I think he's trying to say that he tries his hardest every time he's out there, but I feel like you could always give it a little.
well, it's a weird argument to be like that should not be in your thought process. Like, I try hard.
Wouldn't you rather him say, I'm going to go out there, compete, and win the QB2 spot?
Whatever
I'd be more jacked up if he said that.
Read this one.
1 sec, let me see.
Oh,
Okay. It's been great. I know everyone you know wants to put us against each other, but we're real close. He's been a great mentor for me since the first day I came in, and I've been very fortunate in my
First day I
career.
came in him.
Inside of him.
The first day I came in, and I've been very fortunate in my career to be in great quarterback rooms, not only players, but also people.
Why'd they put in there?
Well, that's probably what he said. They
Fuck up.
It's
AI just did it.
AI
Yeah.
generated it.
This is sorry, that was
Trey
Lance.
Lance.
That was Trey Lance on his relationship with Rush. Shower buddies.
And then Cooper Rush, quote from Cooper Rush is, "Yeah, the guy's all right."
Spotted butt. His butt is spotted. That's what Cooper Rush said. I don't know. It's a weird quote.
What are you umming about?
I was gonna say,
What are you umming about? I was gonna say,
no. Ultra Cowboy was saying that Trey Lance has had the throw of the camp so far to Tolbert. I don't know which one he's talking about. Not the backwards
No,
pass.
it's
That was
just-
to that.
Yeah. The consistency. It's not like I believe that Trey Lance is going to have really great moments, but you need the consistency. Here's the thing: if Trey Lance had way more high quality throws, but was not as consistent as Dak Prescott, but Dak Prescott was very consistent in the quality of throws that he threw. That's what you're looking for, is consistency. Okay, we know what we're going to get out of a guy. Of course, there is the negatives there where I'm sure people will say, well, yeah, we know we can get a Dak Prescott and it's not a playoff win.
Playoffs.
But it doesn't matter. I think it's still true. And you see that Trey Lance has maybe had a very good throws. Okay, that's awesome. We know he can do that, and he knows he can do that, but he has to be able to deliver that consistently, or at least not be throwing the game away with bad throws, interceptions. He's probably more mobile than Dak as well. So like there's a
He's got
younger,
the legs under him still.
there's a benefit there, but it all needs to come together in a package that actually delivers on an NFL playing field. And if we're not seeing it in training camp consistently, then that is obviously the reason that he's not moving up past Rush.
Yeah, you need to have a pretty stellar preseason at this point. For Trey Lance to overtake Cooper Rush, he will have to have Cooper Rush will either need to crash and burn in the preseason, and Lance will then have to have stellar games, multiple touchdowns with no interceptions, running the ball, moving his legs. That's the only way he ends up taking over that spot. But interesting battle to watch going into training camp.
Ultra Nick, aka Ultra Cowboy, says, I bookmarked my calendar. Call in January. You will need.
But so you're saying we were making the postseason?
So you're saying there's a
So you're
chance.
saying, well, they're always, if you make the postseason, I mean, you could still win even if he does throw 2 interceptions.
And Bandwagon Bob says, CanFan's my favorite. Fish Report comes second.
Oh, Baba, good call, good call. So then we have another good. This is a good camp battle.
Yeah, and you pay us.
You pay, test delivered, test passed. This is another good training camp battle. Dak Prescott might have just ended the battle for starting center, because with that BB pick in the 3rd round, everyone was anointing him the center already.
Yeah.
There's been issues. There's been shotgun snap issues with BB.
Yep.
There was the video of him out in his backyard snapping to his mom because
That was wholesome.
It was wholesome, but at the same time, if you watch the snaps, you're like, ugh, I don't feel very confident with that guy snapping to our quarterback right now.
And our boy from Cowboys, after the snap, BB does very well.
I wonder if we should pull that up.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Because that is a good video.
Are you off me?
Cowboys beat our guy. Loved having him on. He had a video of this exact battle. So just to break it down a little bit, he talks about how BB's been performing and why he doesn't think he's ready for that center position. As of right now, Brock Hoffman, who was on another friend of ours podcast, the Cowboys Up podcast with Cowboys Chris, I think he's got the starting gig as of right now.
Because I can't see your eyes, it looks like you're like, when you're talking about BB, it looked like you're like closing your eyes like
Ray
this.
Charles
Ray
in it?
Charles in it. Toss me one, son. And as you're tossing me one, right here.
Yeah, you tossed me one, son.
AJ will toss you one.
I'm just doing
Blackberry.
handoffs.
I
I'm
like
just
it.
doing handoffs.
He just whips it just full. Toss me one, son.
Out of my handoff, I always throw.
I'll go for
Yeah.
this first.
Crack
Crack me if you got him, son.
Ultra Nick, aka Ultra Cowboy, says that BB is Martin's 2025 replacement.
I agree with that. I do agree with that. Maybe not even 2025. We'll see if Zachy Boy decides to hang it up, but I agree with Ultra Cowboy that he's probably going to start at guard before he ever starts at center. Safe to say, almost. So this is this video from Cowboy Up Podcast Ball and his issues.
Sorry, I still gotta find it. My bad.
Okay, I'm up. Rolando Rodriguez says, Cowboys CanFan, what time are you guys going live at training camp? Cheers, crack 'em if you got them. I said most likely when they scrimmage.
Yeah, we'll probably check out, walk around, but mostly tomorrow when they go into either even 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s. We won't do individual drills. We'll kind of wait till they get into the competitive section. It was fun last year when they did the Mojo moment. We did a little video of that, but maybe we're not necessarily live when we do that. That just might be a fun little reel or a short. But definitely 11-on-11, 7-on-7 when they get into team sessions like that, we'll be going live.
Big Chris says from the Cowboys Up podcast.
There he is. I summoned him.
You said his name and he
Chris,
heard you.
Your ears were
He was in
burning.
earlier and he said I can hear an echo. So I was trying to. That's what I was doing in the beginning. I was trying to see if I could eliminate the echo,
okay.
which I don't.
Travel setup.
Our travel setup is going to get dialed in tonight. It'll be good for tomorrow, and it'll be good all week. He says, tell Brock I said hello.
They're buddies.
Those are buddies. And then David Zucca, who is going to be at the scrimmage on Thursday, said, who'd win in a showdown, Rowdy the mascot or Rampage the mascot? Obviously, probably Rampage, because Rowdy looks like he get his ass kicked.
Rowdy does look like a little bitch a little bit.
But then he asks,
Too nice.
how early should I get there on Thursday? So scrimmage is at 2.
It's gonna be super busy. As early as you can get there to secure a seat. Sure, it might seem like you're there early, but if you have a nice spot on one of the bleachers, it'll be completely worth it. Okay, we have this video from AJ's found it from the Cowboys Beat Instagram page about Cooper. Baby.
Just looks like a great, fun-loving guy.
He does look super lovable.
Oh,
Don't you be sorry.
I turned the volume right.
Trouble snapping the football. Everything he does after he snaps that football is exactly what you want your center or just offensive lineman on the interior to do in general. This guy has very clean technique, and if he can start snapping the ball properly, because there is that he's making from guard to center, this guy is going to be fine. Now, do I think he's start day one for the Cowboys? The line coach is married to the idea of not having multiple rookies on this offensive line. I think he's going to start Brock Hoffman day one. But I'm not mad at that because apparently Brock Hoffman's been having a good camp. The guy that's been really working his behind off all off season. And I want to see what Brock Hoffman has to offer here. I'm interested to see what he can do during the preseason. Because if Brock Hoffman can be a legit starting center for you, and your offensive line for the next 5-10 years is set. Because if Zach Martin retires this year, Cooper over the right guard, keep Brock Hoffman at center, and you have your starting offensive line for next year already set. Smooth transition from Zach Martin to Cooper Beach. Not saying that there won't be a drop-off in play because Zach Martin is one of the best to ever do it, but just saying that can help your offensive line for the future. From what I've seen...
I agree with that.
Yeah, no, it honestly makes a lot of sense. And
Makes more sense.
I don't think anyone in this room is really worried about BB finding his place on the Dallas Cowboys offensive line this season. But very interesting to see what he can do in multiple places because there is that risk of being, well, if BB can't do multiple positions, then we're kind of weak in the depth.
Yeah,
right?
it gives you really good depth if Tyler Smith gets hurt.
Right.
But BB could step in for him. Same with Hoffman and same with Zach Martin. And then even if Tyler Guyton goes down, you're able to shift around the offensive line. You could kick out Tyler Smith then, put BB in at left guard, right? Like that BB pick is still really nice because it gives the offensive line depth, something that the Cowboys didn't have much of last year. The Cowboys were one offensive lineman injury away from being dog shit. Their offensive line wasn't great. And it's funny that I say their offensive line wasn't great last year. They had 3 All-Pros on it, but there was holes, right? So BB pick is nice for depth.
Yep. I don't think that we should get so married to the idea that BB has to be the center for Dallas.
I'd rather him not, probably. Like, if he can't snap, if he can't shotgun
If
snap
Hoffman's
it,
better, if the line is better with Hoffman in the center and BB floating as like a depth piece,
get him back playing fullback like you saw McGovern do a couple times a couple years ago. You know, get him in some big packages. So it'll be interesting to see. I thought that was a nice little video by Cowboys Beat, very informative and kind of what we're all thinking.
And that dude's a handsome dude. Not only, and I'm calling out BB here, but look, let's just get to.
So far, he's having trouble snap.
That's a handsome guy right there too.
Snapping.
So
Remember,
he's snapping.
remember we said I think we're saying kind of reminds us of AJ from Sopranos.
Totally.
Yes.
AJ.
It's funny because he's very P13 in his clips.
Yeah.
Which I respect. Respect the hustle. You know, you don't want to get yourself pushed away from people because of your language. But then when we had him on with us, I wasn't sure if, like, I swore and then he would swear. I was like, okay.
Okay. He's down.
He's human.
You got him. You
Got
got him as soon as you do it.
Say fuck.
Say fuck shit, bitch.
Either he's human or he's a very adaptive AI.
Yeah.
But no, big ups to Cowboys Beat there. Always puts out good content and really interesting take, and a take that I think like is very reasonable for expectations, right?
Yeah, Rolando Rodriguez, our boy, R2, says, Cowboys CanFan, how far are you guys from training camp and what time does it start so I can see you guys? Cheers, Cowboys, go emoji.
15 minutes. We are 15 minutes away driving, and we're going to go. It starts at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be there around, I'd guess, 10-ish would be my shot in the dark.
Probably go live around noon, I'm guessing.
Noon, yeah, noon Pacific to 11 to 1.
Not a long time.
Like AJ and I said, let's just hang around until they kick us out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're like...
We have nothing else to do.
We got nothing else to do. We're there.
We're
there
here for that.
Yeah.
2 hours a day, and then the rest of the time is, okay, now we're just going to be
We're going to try to hang
now
around.
we're loitering.
Hey,
yeah.
Kick us out, hop that fence. I'll make a distraction.
Hey, if you guys are still here, why don't you guys come on into the back locker room and say hi to the boys?
Yeah, wait a second. Rooms available in the players' hotel. Why don't you guys take them?
Oh, that sounds really cool. Why would the players want 3 40-year-old gentlemen to...
Mustachios.
Yeah, mustachios.
I'm not going to ask questions. I mean, we're coming, but...
Hey, you slow your roll, George Kittle.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy, Kittle.
Who is George Kittle?
Crack me if
Crack
you
me
got
if you
him.
got him.
Got him.
That's who.
Sorry, yeah, David, it says that on the site. So yeah, Tuesday.
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday is 2. Every other day is 11.
I thought, was Rolando talking about tomorrow or Thursday?
David Zakuya is going to the Thursday.
The scrimmage
one.
is 2 p.m.
Oh, but even for that scrimmage, David, I would say, like,
Either
because it's a scrimmage, if you can get there at noon, then go for noon or 1 p.m. Try to aim between that, like an hour or 2 before.
And the scrimmage is probably 2 o'clock, but I imagine both teams are going to practice before.
Oh,
the
yeah,
scrimmage.
you're
So
gonna
the scrimmage is probably at 2, but they more than likely are.
Pigskin, just getting the cleats in the...
The one day on the weekend that we went last year, the line, it was packed. The line, we were there at least an hour and a half earlier.
Packed. It was
but the lineup was huge. We were so far back.
But me and Ant looked at this. We went on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, right?
Yeah, we weren't even there on the weekend.
Don't you dare fucking yawn. It's 5:44 p.m. Don't you dare yawn.
I've been up since 3:30 a.m.
Same with me. That's probably why my stomach was sore this
Why
morning.
were you up at 3:30 a.m.?
I ate some.
I didn't really sleep.
AJ
didn't
really
sleep.
slept. But yeah, we didn't even go on a weekend. It was a Monday.
Yeah. So
Why was that Monday so busy? I
That's
wonder.
no one knows.
This is what we'll find out. It's a good week to plan to go to Dallas Cowboys Training Camp.
Bring it
Dak
up, I
Prescott
dare you.
says might have just ended battle for starting center, and I think this is where we were leading to with that
We
clip.
circled back.
And we circle back. Brock Hoffman and Cooper Beebe are battling to be Dallas Cowboys center, but Dak Prescott might have just ended the debate.
Dak's
I
like-
actually don't know what he said here. So.
Dak's just like, Hoffman.
Yeah. No, it looks like that's what he said. He says, I'll go to war with now.
Why anyhow?
Ooh, anyhow.
Well.
Anywhere, any day, anyhow.
but
I'll go with AJ. Any day, anywhere,
Anyhow.
anyhow.
We do have, look, if Hoffman can, not to beat this horse dead because I think we've already done it, but just to close this up.
Yep, close it, cinch it.
4. And I loved him on Big Chris's podcast there. They had had Hoffman on for an exclusive interview. It was really awesome. I just bumped the mic, so sorry about it.
Idiot.
If you didn't hear it, then what the fuck am I talking about? But it was a really good interview. It made me really enjoy Hoffman more because he's been on the team for so long. But like, give me an interview and I can fall in love with you very easily, Adam. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. I'd like to see it, and I'd like to see that he exceeds what Cooper Beebe does, because that means that he's performing at a higher level than him.
Yeah,
and then Beebe can
good.
float.
Battle.
We're happy. Yeah,
you want the best out of the battle, and you always like the undrafted free agent story, right?
Oh yeah,
Hoffman didn't get drafted. You always like to hear those guys making a name for themselves, having a starting position in the NFL. For an undrafted guy to even make an NFL team, the story in itself,
Yep.
and then for one of them to end up being the starting center for the Dallas Cowboys, it's a pretty inspiring story. So, and it's good for BB and him to be battling, and I'm excited to watch it.
center is a very important part of that offensive line. Being on the offensive line is important. Of course, though, every single play starts with the snap of the football, so that needs to be something that's like
Has to be crisp.
It just goes back to, though, after we drafted him, everyone's like, "Oh, he'll be perfect. He'll be fine. He'll be perfect at center. He'll be perfect at center."
I know, and then
he's been doing it since high school. He did
Yeah.
it one week in university.
Yeah, he snapped every practice at university, and
He was changing up practice. It's like, okay, guys, I get it. We want to be positive about this pick. We're the most Cowboys CanFan are the most positive. You can convince us to be positive with a choice.
we'll turn on you. We'll fucking turn on you. But we start out.
we were happy with the BB pick because it was a freebie.
Yeah.
The BB was a freebie.
BB was a freebie.
Freebie, yeah, the freebie pick. But I wasn't convinced that he was going to walk in and be starting at center. It just doesn't work that way.
Well, we said it. If you Cowboys do very well with drafting offensive linemen. We said that. Tyler Guyton, hey, if he's living up to the hype that's happening in camp so far, and he does end up starting in week 1, then that's a great pick.
Tyler Our Guyton.
Tyler Our Guyton.
Yep.
No, it's true. It's sometimes you want to be able to, and for me, the line is drawn basically first and second round pick. I think that those guys should almost always be starters. Very rare arguments that I accept that, okay, those guys aren't battling for the starting position.
You can't tell me there's a spot on the team that doesn't need an improvement that you could find in the draft every single year with your first 2 picks, right?
Yes, exactly. Third pick and on. Okay, third pick a little more questionable, but just to be like black and white with it, third pick and on, those guys can be work in progress. Maybe you find they can take time. I'm okay with that. I'd love the third round pick to always also be a someone who's going to come in and challenge at least the starter and push them and make sure that we're getting the best out of that position. But yeah,
Was Leofau a third round pick?
Leofau was
Or fourth? Who were our 2
fourth.
third round
Leofau
picks?
was fourth.
Who were, and I'm gonna don't
Nope.
look in chat, Adam,
'Cause we
look
had-
look at me. Look at hey, I'm the captain now.
So Ant, we
It was B.
No, we didn't get it 2/3. We had a fourth. We traded back and got the third, which got us BB, and then we always had the 4th round pick.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Right.
But there was an article. Are you on my screen right now, or can you?
No, not yet. I can bring it.
Oh, switch off me.
Okay, well, I'm not
Stay
on.
off. Stay off me. Don't show. There is a Leofau.
You bring up Leofau. I'll say this too. Rolando Rodriguez says it's going to be 8 p.m. in Texas. What time are you guys drinking to without a hangover? A bunch of emojis. Cheers, crack 'em if you got 'em. Kill Cowboys.
Oh well, I'll probably drink till I go to sleep. As alcoholic as that sounds, we're gonna get off this. We're gonna go for dinner. Like we're gonna go somewhere for dinner. You think AJ's stopping after?
I can't tell now.
No.
Yeah, and we got Boots coming out tomorrow morning.
Yeah, boots on the ground's coming up by. It's gonna be great, man.
I basically My plan is after this, I'll go out and I won't order a double. I'll tell you this.
Yeah, never order a double in the
But I
States.
will order a short glass single.
Last
There
time
you go.
AJ was in California, his last night here, when he orders, I drove by that place. I don't crack it yet. We remember he goes to the waitress.
Make it strong.
No, he goes, no, hang on. He goes to the waitress. She goes, I'll take a vodka soda. Pour me a
No,
double, because I want to taste the vodka. I want to taste the
that
vodka.
was the grossest drink that was ever poured at
He
a
didn't.
bar.
He didn't drink it.
No,
he
shouldn't
took a
drink.
sip. He's like, he's this.
Yeah, I had a sip of it. It was nasty. Crack them if you got them. You're having a tough go with those cans. Crack them if you got them. So, hey, just to clear this up, Tyler Guyton, first-round pick. Marshawn Nealon, second-round pick. Cooper Beebe, third-round pick, 73rd overall. Maurice Leofau, third-round pick, 87th overall.
Oh,
No fourth-round pick.
right. Sorry, you're right. No fourth round
No
pick.
fourth-round pick. That's
But
the
who
Trey
was
Lance.
then? BB was the.
So we gained
pick.
the
we gained the
third,
BB
we
pick.
gained the third round because the
Okay.
Cowboys weren't going to have a fourth-round pick. So we ended up getting 4 picks in the first 4 rounds. So that's what it was. We
Always had some fucking
good thing we
prove me wrong.
Well, I had to go because we need to do that. Otherwise, we're fake newsing.
We are. And you know what? All of that before that was fake
That's
news.
fake news. We were just testing chat.
But we got to figure it out. Look,
And this is a nice segue into
this
your
is a
next
nice
article.
segue.
Kid Cowboys 66 says pass it
That's it. If you got it.
Pass the vape.
because you're vape.
Pass it. Hit it. Pass it.
Oh.
What
no,
is this?
man,
Is
I'm
this,
not passing my
is this
vape.
weed? Is this weed or nicotine?
That's nicotine.
Never in my life have I done this, so I'm not going to start today.
Don't do it.
Here, I'll go.
Oh shit! Pass it, hit it, bop it, touch it, hit it.
I'll do it
walk
like AJ.
Yeah, the side. Did you vape in the bathroom? I was gonna ask you, did you
Oh,
vape
yeah.
in the bathroom at all?
I vape
On the
in-
plane?
Not on the plane, but I'll vape in the airport.
We were at Twisters, and this is AJ in the movie theaters. We're watching. So the kids are right beside me. AJ's like this.
I love watching him do that when we're in the stadium. I'm like, just blow it out. It's funnier, dude.
Well,
Here's my AJ.
I'm trying to be respectful, but
Yeah.
then it really doesn't matter because it's like. Here's the thing. It smells.
man,
It
chest
smells
smoking.
delicious.
Yeah,
Doesn't smell
what is
bad.
that like a fucking? Is
Doesn't
that like
smell
a
bad.
coffee?
Like
Cocoa?
a candy. It's like a crunch bar.
It doesn't smell bad.
Doesn't smell like ass.
No, it doesn't smell like nicotine.
What I do
Six.
it for is I cover up my farts.
Yeah, just
Whenever
every time.
if I'm vaping, you know that Alex is farting.
Oh,
Third round.
Third round, pick 87.
But technically, I think they treated him as a fourth round pick.
He was the
Even-
best linebacker left.
Best linebacker left.
They had to take him.
him because there was no fourth round, and they couldn't wait till
They're fifth. They
They're
had
fifth.
to. They had to take Leofau at that spot at 87.
So Leofau playing faster and starting to shine in camp, and this is by Patrick with no C.
No C Walker.
What a G.
Number 35.
repertoire.
And
want it in my collection.
you know,
Bring me the child.
right off the
Bring me the
bat,
child.
right off the bat, without any reading of this article, and we're gonna get to that. He just, for a linebacker, he looks small.
Yeah, he
That's
is.
all I'm gonna say.
He is smaller.
And I am a 5'8", 155 pound when I'm soaking wet.
When you're covered in
Canadian. When I'm covered in head to toe in piss.
H to T and
Soft
P.
and piss.
H to T and P.
H-T-T.
He doesn't look big though.
He doesn't look big.
Boots had a nice interview with him. Asked him a couple questions, and Boots looked like
Boots is a
he
big,
was
yeah.
towering over
Now
him.
Boots is a
Boots
big boy.
Boots is not a small guy, so that's not saying anything against.
I'm just saying this.
Leofau.
You guys will see it tomorrow. Boots is looking good these days.
Boots is still at least what, 6'2"?
It's his height. Yeah, he's like 6'3", 6.
Yeah.
Six,
I mean-
6'3".
I mean, he felt like he was kind of like Michael Irvin. He was a little bit smaller than me, so we'll see. Whatever.
I'll never forget that story. Okay, that's a side story.
That's
a side quest.
That's a side quest. We talked about.
This is a side quest. What you're doing right
This is
now.
what I'm side questing now from Ant's side quest ad. We're gonna get to this quote quick. We discussed giving out experience XP for when one of us takes the spree on a side quest.
Yeah.
And then
Depending
once
on
you-
the side quest.
Depending on the side quest, you could get
CanFan XP?
CanFan XP.
CanFan bucks?
And then once you level up, there's some sort of bonus that happens.
Okay.
But it doesn't, like this one that I'm doing,
is a minus.
minus.
Yeah, you've just lost. Yeah,
Too much.
Yeah.
But now,
you're metagaming
Adam,
right now.
read the. Shut the fuck up and. Hey, shut the fuck up when I'm talking to you, okay? And read this.
Idiot head.
It's going great, said Leah Faust. I don't know. Sorry, I fucked up already. It's going great. There's a lot to learn for sure, and a lot to pick up as a rookie. I'm going to get the feel for things. I'm definitely grateful to have great guys around me who are definitely putting me under their wing and helping me along the way. Very PC.
I wonder who's
PC.
taking him along.
Hendricks, obviously.
Oh,
or
Kendricks?
Not Hendricks.
Jimmy?
Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah,
Kendricks.
It does go on to say that he's attached himself to veteran linebackers Eric Kendricks and Damone Clark, which is interesting because Clark still has a lot of upside.
Oh, yeah.
Well, wait a second, though.
And we haven't really seen him be able to produce against a linebacker like Kendricks. For sure, he had games with LVE. Unfortunately, that was short-lived. I think
Damone Clark was he was outclassed last year, and he didn't have much help.
he didn't have much help. And now with Kendricks, I think he's going to get that help. And we have Overshown and Leah Fowl.
Look at this linebacking. Okay, the linebacking room going into the 2023 season last year, the depth chart was Leighton Vander Esch and Damone Clark. Those were your two linebackers, the only two linebackers on the depth chart.
Yeah.
Crack me for the son.
Hey, whoa, what the fuck is that?
Spraying.
Hey,
Spraying and
You
praying.
direct snapping now?
I'm direct snapping.
Oh.
You're direct snapping.
I thought you meant to spray, but he just went in there and robbed.
Yes.
He robbed the kitty bank there.
Hey.
You can direct snap. I just need to know.
Hey, you got to call the play.
Sometimes you just got to direct snap, dog.
But going into this year, right now, you have Kendricks, you have Overshown, you have Leafau, you have Clark. Lots of dude. Like the linebacker. There's lots of room on the linebacking team right now. And I'd like to go into the season. I'd like the Cowboys on their depth chart. I would like to see 4 linebackers, not including Micah Parsons. Like I'd like to see. I think your top 4 are going to be Kendricks, Damone Clark, Leafau, and Overshown.
Yeah.
What defensive scheme do
And
you
that
think?
wasn't that wasn't in
Not
order.
in that order, yeah.
What defensive scheme do you think we're going to be playing more?
Plays nickel mainly. Like you say 4-3 defense, but it's essentially
It's gonna-
4-3 on first down, and then kind of goes to some sort of nickel-based defense.
Really, how I think we should look at the Zimmer defense is how many are we rushing? Because that's where, like, 4-3-3-4, it won't really matter. It's more of, like, who's rushing. And I think that's they're obviously going to line up in packages, but will it really matter? Because if Micah Parsons in a 4-3 and he's rushing, or if we go to 3-4 and he's rushing, it's kind of the same thing. Just switching out the other piece.
I do like that. I do like that when you hear someone like Zimmer talk about switching Micah around, not necessarily adjusting the scheme based on Micah getting double or triple teamed, and everybody knows where Micah is going to be, so you can game plan to that. I like the idea of keeping teams on their toes. I have to also remember that my screen's right down here, so when I'm talking like this, I'm covering my entire face with my hand.
Oh, that's your camera?
AJ, hit this. You got something highlighted here that you wanted to talk about. I just hit my mic. I'm also sorry.
Hand holding.
Are we gonna go toss a pigskin out in the front yard after this?
I mean, we have.
I saw that you brought a
White
couple
picket
footballs.
friends.
Yeah, look at this.
And hey, guess what? It's a TDY, so it's a youth football. So
Perfect.
we can
Fit our hands.
fit our hands.
Small dicks.
Small dicks, big small
I mean,
dicks.
look, I'm just gonna paraphrase what I'm reading here.
Love to hear it.
Liafau is getting under the wing of Kendricks and Clark, and he's learning the game from them. There's really not, I don't think, a lot of expectation for this kid anyway. So
Which is good.
I
That's kind of what you
like
want
it better.
a little bit. I'd rather a player, especially a 3rd round, 87th overall pick like Leafau, to come in and not expected to save the world. That's kind of how Overshown was last year. And a guy that we haven't talked about, I'm gonna go away from Leafau a little bit, and I'm gonna segue to Overshown a tad here. Overshown is that he can still be that guy. Overshown showing at camp that he got that explosiveness still. He didn't lose that explosiveness that the Cowboys wanted from him when they drafted him. He's still young. The injury in the preseason, if you're going to get an injury and you're going to miss a whole year, the best time to get it is in the preseason, unfortunately, or in day 3 of camp like Sam Williams. So that Overshown pick from last year, that 3rd round pick, is kind of how I see the Maurice Lafau, because Lafau, same thing. They're just adding the depth, not expecting much. So whatever he ends up doing is awesome.
And with Overshown, one thing that he said too in that clip with West Coast, who, you know, fuck them, but good clip, was that he mentioned, like, I didn't have the body.
NFL body.
I didn't have that NFL body, and now he does. And
Now he's
so
a dog.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
Now
Like,
he's a dog.
Look, I never did any working out when I was in my youth, and I probably should have. I wouldn't have been a little fucking runt like I am today. And that's okay. I'm gonna live with that forever.
Hey, if you're trying to get brownie points from us and be like, yo, you're not a run, you're in good shape, I'm not doing that to you right now.
I don't want it.
I'm just kidding. You look
I
good.
do want
You
it.
look swole. You're gonna. You know what? A side quest. In our training camp video from last year when we were doing the guide and AJ was lotioning himself up, like on film, you look
Jocked as he is now, you know?
Hey?
I don't want to fucking. Hey guys, I don't want to pull my hog out and just jank it on camera. But
If we can't sit here and
If we can't sit here and admire another man's body,
what are we even doing?
What are we even doing
What
here?
are we even doing on film?
Before you started to mention that, though, you were leaning in. It looked like you were about to kiss. You guys were about to kiss.
Well, did you know we did travel all day together?
Yeah, but from different rows.
Yeah, that's true.
You just kind of said it. You just tucked him back and said, "Hey, go be someone else's problem."
Different rows, bros.
Yeah,
Different rows, bros.
got me all liquored up and then kicked me to the.
21 Armando says you look swole.
Hey, 21 Armando, what's happening?
What's happening? Hey, what's happening? I already said that we're going to be on their show Tuesday night.
Oh, nice.
And we're going to give them a dish on training camp for
Nice.
2 days.
Oh fucking A.
The Cowboys Up podcast.
Oh, that's dope.
Tuesday night.
I'm excited for that. Because usually we don't all get together Tuesday night, so that'll be sweet. I'm down for that.
And I mean, we're doing 2-a-days every single day. Maybe not Wednesday, but we're doing 2-a-days: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
2 days.
And well, maybe not Friday.
Maybe not Friday,
but Tuesday will be a 3-day because we'll do our show and then we'll do their show.
You know what they call that?
Or we'll do their show and then our show.
You know what they call that?
Big bag of boosh.
You know, 3 a day.
Trifecta.
What else do we got? What else do we want to touch on? Anything much? What else we got?
The last comment, just to wrap up, Overshown, is that he feels that he's in more of that NFL body type.
Yep.
And that's really great to hear coming off the injury. Obviously, that seems to be like not even on his mind, and so awesome.
You hope so. One of the biggest things coming back from an injury is having that. It's sure your body might be able to do it, but your brain's still.
You're cautious.
Yeah, your brain's a little hesitant on it. So I hope that's the case, that he's not getting that mental lag, that Airbnb internet.
I'm not on you. I haven't been on you for the entire time.
Well, because I just want to make sure I get the correct song.
Right, I've been on you the whole time.
All right, guys, we are going to be live at training camp tomorrow. We have a whole bunch of stuff planned for this week. We're going to be hitting up as much content we can, pumping it out like AJ pumps that vape. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited. Year 2 of the CanFan in Oxnard for training camp, baby.
Hang on. Let's
Like,
try to get this song going.
Oh, God.
There it is. Look, hey! It's the Wi-Fi. Not that one. Try one more time.
Okay, we will be... If you know somebody who doesn't like the Cowboys, we got 2 words for you, baby. Or 3 words for you.
We got something to say to you.
That's what it is. How about you go fuck yourself? We gotta clean that up for season.
Oh yeah, big time. And right now I don't even.
End of the episode. Cut it.
Hey,
cut
guess
it.
what? That's the end of the episode. It's over. It's over.
Cut
Cut.
the fucking thing.
Oh gosh.